Hello and welcome back to another LEGO Marvel review. This time I'm here with set 76199 Carnage. It was released on the 26th of April 2021, has 546 pieces, is rated ages 18 plus and comes with no minifigs. It retails at $59.99 in euros, $54.99 in pounds and $59.99 in dollars. Absolute Carnage is Carnage's response to Venomverse as he hunts down every symbiote user to have lived. Now I know this bust isn't Absolute Carnage, but one can only assume that the event is the reason Carnage is still in the limelight, along with his daddy Venom. Another reason may be the Venom movie with Tom Hardy getting its sequel. I think it's something about Carnage. I can't remember the name of it, sorry, I really should know that. But one way or another, it is great that these symbiotes are still getting attention. As you may or may not know, Carnage was once part of Venom, that merged to the serial killer known as Cletus Cassidy. During a prison break, amplifying Cletus's psychotic nature, making him even more crazy and dangerous than ever. As I said, he comes from Venom, who was introduced in Secret Wars in 1984 and originally worn by Peter Parker until Deadpool rewrote himself into the event. A little less known fact about Carnage is his own offspring, Toxin, who bonded to a police officer who managed to tame the symbiote, beat Carnage and Venom, and ally himself with Spider-Man. And now to give you a look at the back of the box then as well. I just got this today, so I haven't looked at the back of the box myself, but those are some nice pictures of Carnage. I mean, they're really great representations of him, are they not? And then you will also see the size of the helmet there in the middle. You'll see the helmet from another angle, which, to be honest, let me just check. Yeah, from the front you don't notice it as much, but that jaw does come out a good bit. The underbite there is definitely shown, and I think that's a lot better than this picture here is a lot better than the front for what actually represents the set. Now you will see something that a lot of people do like and a lot of people don't like, but there's a lot of stickers on it. I mean, look at that. I mean, who knows what's on the back? I mean, that's something that really disappointed me. Plus, some of them are just awkward looking stickers, and I'm not happy with that. But let's get into the review and see, is it a big problem? So here you have everything that comes with the set. It literally just comes with itself, nothing else, save for what I put on the inside there. I did put my own little touch in there. I'll show you that in a minute. So basically, playability, displayability, and collectability are the three things I usually go over, and there's no playability for this one. Really, like the jaw doesn't move or anything like that. The eyebrows don't move. There's nothing like that. So the only thing I can mention in the way of playability is features. And the only feature it has is the one that most of them do, but one I was very disappointed to find out didn't. And that's a hollow inside. So if I take this off, you can take that off in one piece. It is kind of meant to come off because it's only on some studs up here. But you can put a minifigure inside, and that is what I have done. Now you'll see that these little tentacles for Carnage do actually come out a little bit more, which is why there's a hollow here and here, so the tentacles can go through those, so it's not like going to damage the pieces and you can still put it on properly. Now, as I said, most of the helmet series actually have this dug in area, so you can put a minifigure in there, and I have personally put my own Carnage in here. This Carnage did not come with the set. I just have to stress that now. And as I said, it's easy to take off. So it's literally just these studs on top here that it's connected to, which means it's probably an intentional feature. You know, I mean, Boba Fett was quite similar to that as well. And then you can see it pops right back on there as well. If you want, you can take the tentacles off Carnage and do like a Spider-Man fight on the inside. There's not really any studs on the inside to play with, to be honest. But you could probably just do like them pretending to punch each other or something like that. So you could, like, it's cool. Or you could hide like a wedding ring in there. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. At anybody who is having trouble hiding one of them from the missus. I doubt they'll go looking in through the Lego pieces, in through the Lego sets. Displayability. I think it looks really well. Like, I was kind of worried about it because I seen it from the front and I wasn't sure. But then once I seen it from the side in pictures and stuff, I was like, okay, I'm sold. That jaw is really cool. Them teeth, they're menacing, they're scary looking, they're creepy looking, you know, the black and red contrast is done perfectly, but looks so badass. I think the big blackness in the middle here is really represented well, apart from the fact that the pink in there should probably be black as well. He doesn't really have pink on the inside of his mouth. Well, the one I know doesn't anyway. But yeah, the stickers, they look well. I have to admit, the designer did a good job on making the stickers and making them all fit together really nicely. But I'm not going to say it. No, I am. I'm going to say it. It's a review. Stickers are stickers. Stickers are awful and they should be printed. Tiles, and they just, because there's so many possibilities or opportunities for them to mismatch or go crooked and make the set look bad. You know, make it look childish and I hate stickers so much. I can't stress that enough. But getting on to more about the displayability, it's really nice because you can actually see like a more organic shape here as well. This is like, it's just done really well, I think. I mean, you can see a lot of studs there on top and a lot of studs here, but a lot of the rest is plated, then tiled off. One thing I will say bad about displayability is if you're nitpicky, like I am supposed to be in this video because it's a review video, you'll see there that there's a strange on the inside of the mouth. You see here, I'll give you a little close-up. So basically, inside the mouth there, you'll see black, you'll see red coming through, you'll see like gaps here that are strange. That kind of roundedness here is kind of weird. Up there, it looks quite well actually. Behind the top teeth there, it looks quite well. But it is just something worth noting, and especially because like myself, I would probably have this under eye level, so I will be able to see that every time I look at it. Also, for OCD people, this stud is just really nerve-wracking for like really OCD picky people. Like, why is there just one stud there? That doesn't make any sense. But I did kind of, like, the two eyes are built differently, but I did kind of make sense of that, I think, in my head. This eye is actually a little bigger, so he's supposed to have one eye bigger and one eye smaller, and kind of like raised eyebrow look, or like a weird kind of creepy look. So that might be the excuse that LEGO will go with. That maybe like the one eye should be looking bigger. You see it there actually quite well. So that one looks kind of thinner, and that one does actually have a lot more like white. It does open more by the looks of things, you know. So that is probably the reason they've gone with that. On to collectability now, and it is definitely a collectible set. It's part of the unwritten helmet series for Marvel. They haven't branded it as the helmet series, but I mean, we've had Iron Man and we've had Venom as well alongside Carnage here, so I don't think this is the last one. So there is a collectible value to that. And also, if you wanted to collect your Marvel heads and have them all beside each other, they would look quite well lined up actually. Also, if you don't just collect Marvel and you collect the helmet series from Star Wars as well, more helmets, more collectability is definitely a collectible. Lego itself is a collectible, don't get me wrong, but this specific set, like, you wouldn't collect all the 4+ Spider-Man sets. You can, don't get me wrong, but it's not something a collector would generally be like driven to go and get, you know. Whereas this might be something that a collector might like go and get. Bad points now, just because there's not really any places I can fit these points into, so I'm just going to list out the bad points now. So basically, I did mention the inside of the mouth there being a little bit strange. I think the kind of front of the bottom jaw here as well looks a little odd. Although it's something that's just nitpicky there. I mean, they have done an okay job, I guess, at doing that, but it is just something a little nitpicky. I mean, this is the part of the video where I point out the bad parts, and another bad part is you see pink coming through here and here, and I mean, I know you're not going to pick it up and look at it from the underneath, but it's just something I thought I would point out as well. Terrible, awful, brutal points, disgusting points is the amount of stickers. I'm not going to dwell too much on that. That's my opinion. I hate the stickers. I think there's too much of them, and I've already talked in depth about that. But that's pretty much the bad points over with, you know. There's not an awful lot of bad points, and you can kind of overlook all those bad points, in fairness. The main one would be this kind of weirdness here with the little colours poking out everywhere and the weird kind of like curves that they've done there. That is pretty much the only sticking out bad point. Good points would be the look of it, like the outside looking in. They've done a very good job of making an organic shape. and making an accurate bust for Carnage, and he just looks amazing. I really do love this guy. Those teeth with the black and these little kind of black like lines going through all the red. I think the contrast is just perfect. Of course, it takes the typical stand, so there's not really much point in talking about that. All the helmet series have that stand. So basically, my opinion of the set is I'm really happy with it. There's one small bad point that's noticeable, a few little ones that are nitpicky, but basically, yeah, it's definitely worth the money. And if you want to get it and think it'll look great in person, and are kind of questioning it online, but you think there might be hope, there definitely is. Because I was the same. I was like, it might not be great, but when I get it in hand, I'll find out. And I'm really happy I have gotten it in hand. I think he looks amazing. Thanks a million for watching my video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. And comment down below if you think there's anything that needs to be said. Thanks a million, guys. See you again. Take care.